Good to see everybody again. I decided to just go on early because today is Mahjong night and I want to play with Mahjong. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to do basically what the title says. I'm going to teach you a lash map. For those of you who are new to my channel and who don't know who I am, my name is Tanji B and I'm creator of Tanji Beauty, and I just like showing makeup live. Yeah, okay. So this is basically what we're looking at here. If we can get it to zoom in. So what I created right here was basically more of a round look for my eye shape. I kind of wanted to be semi-dramatic but still kind of natural at the same time. Oh, hi new viewer. And so that's what I basically did. So we are going to go ahead and do it the same for this eye. This eye, just for your tips or some tips and tricks before you actually start, make sure you curl your lashes. That way it'll stay up and perky, and it'll also help you see the underlining area underneath your lash line, like right here, which is basically where you're going to be putting your lashes. You don't want to put it under the waterline, which is this guy right here. You don't want to put it under the waterline because it will cause irritation and then it's not going to basically stick. So, okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I do have Lashify's Control Kit, and I am going to go ahead and using the white side, which is where the glue is at, and we're going to open up. It looks janky, by the way, because I tried it on a couple times to practice to make sure I get it right, but this is what the tip looks like. And just for those of you reference-wise, I'm not affiliated with Lashify. This is actually my own map. I know that they have like little groups and stuff like that, but I just didn't have the time to really look at them. I just played for them myself and I liked how it turned out. So there it goes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and apply the glue like ever so slightly and a small amount towards the inner corners, like right here. And I'll show you a little bit closer. So we want to put it right here. You don't want to put too much because then it won't make your lashes actually stick. So we're going to apply right here, just shuffling across. And the hardest part about this right now with this glue is the fact that because I used it already, it gets kind of messy, and I feel like maybe because it kind of got exposed to air, it's not applying as evenly as I want it to. So, ooh, there we go. See? Okay, so this right here is too much, so don't do that. I'm gonna take my finger and then I'm gonna wipe it off. Okay, but I'm just shuffling it through, and you only need a little bit in order to increase your staying power. You can actually add, instead of adding more glue to the lashes, like the lash area, you can actually add more glue to the actual lash extensions. So okay, so now we have the glue on. Now we're gonna go in, and I actually work from the outer edge to the inner, and that makes it easier for me to like kind of create this like little roundness. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the C14s, or sorry, C12, because I want the ends to be a little bit shorter than this particular area, so like that does create the round look. If I went in with a C14 instead of a C12, it'll create more of a cat eye look versus something that's a little bit rounder. So we're gonna go ahead and get the C12s. This is what they look like. I particularly like the C12s in general, or the C line, because it gives you that nice curl. When you're dealing with like the A line or the B line from Lashify, they're not as curled and not super like, I guess, fluffy. So I wanted something that's dramatic but kind of fluffy at the same time, but also natural. So I want a little bit of everything. Okay, so I got the lash here. This is C12. You guys see that? Good. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually gonna add a little bit more glue to the spine of the lash. So like if you guys see right there, that little line there, I'm gonna add just a hint of some glue. Sorry, I need to make sure I can see what the heck I'm looking at. Okay, and we're gonna add some glue. Oh, gross. I got that little chunk there, whatever. Oh. Okay, and I'm just gonna dab it into the brush. And then we're going to take a closer look here. So this is, I already added the glue onto the brush. I mean the spine, I'm sorry. probably can't really see it all that well. We're going to go ahead and add it to the outer lash area, which is like right here. And then I'm going to use the back end of the tweezer that the control kit came with. And then I'm going to step back and I'm going to look to see how it's sat. And if I like the direction that it's in, I keep going. If I don't, I take it off and then I reapply. So for right now, let's see. I like it. And you can see right here, I didn't put it close to the lash line at all. I actually put it a little bit further from the, sorry, not the lash line. I put it a little bit further than the waterline. So there's no irritation and it would stick really, and that way it also sticks really well. Ta-da! Okay, so I like that position better. I'm going to go in next with the C14s. It's because I put on C12, so now it's a C14. So we're going to take a C14. This is what they look like. So they're like a hair longer. If you have monolids, this might be, if you like that look, go ahead, but this might be a little bit extreme for your eye sets. I always stay in the range of C8s to C14s because they give me a natural look and I can build it up that way. So I got the C14. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put some glue on the spine just for that extra adhesion. And dang, I need another bottle of this. I only used this like twice. Maybe I just used a lot of glue both those times. Okay, so hello. 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 Michael Animal has come on the stream. Hello. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and take the C14s right there. I have the blue. I have the glue applied, and now we're going to go ahead and go back in, and we're gonna get right near that other lash that we put on. And sometimes I kind of like overlap them just a little bit, just so it gives it the nice blend. So it should kind of look like that. You see that now? So now you can see, like, because of the fact that I started with a shorter lash, it starts to kind of open out and create that roundness with the longer lash that pairs alongside of it. And you'll see like more of how it develops as I keep going. So next we're going to take another C14, and then I'm just gonna pop it off. Longevity wise for Lashify, I've gone to the point of like if I guess don't stay in the shower for a really long time, like I get basically 1 day out of it. People have gotten way longer than a day, and I'm just like I don't know how to get there just yet, but I'm working on it. I do like these because I used to wear lash extensions when and I go to somebody to do it. But because of everything that's going on right now with COVID and whatnot, and I just kind of don't care anymore. It's fine. Like these will do just fine, and I like how they don't cause irritation to my inner corners, because with false lashes, when they hit the inner corners and I like blink, I can feel it like poking on the inner side, and oh my god, that drives me insane. So I like these. Okay, here we're going to go ahead and add the next step. Oh, I might need to move that. If you guys see this right here, it kind of tilts at an angle, which is like not bad, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. Okay, so now we're going really close, and then it drips down, but it's okay. Use your tweezer, and then look on the other side and see how that looks. Okay, can you see that now? So I have it pretty close to the waterline, but not exactly on the waterline. Again, don't do that because it'll cause you irritation. I'm going to take a look at my mirror really quick, see how I like it. I'm going to reposition it a little because I feel like it's fanning out this way too much, because as we start to get into the middle, your lashes don't go this way all the time. Your lashes go this way, this way, this way, and this way. So you want to follow the direction of your lashes to create that natural effect. Okay, so I'm going to remove it. I'm just going to pop it off. It's fine. And then we're going to reapply it. in at a better position. So we can go in and dook. There we go. Let's see how I like that. Still kind of off, so I'm just gonna take it off again and then do another reapplication. So things like this, it happens. It's normal if you don't get it right off the bat. What's nice is because the glue doesn't dry, it's set right away, kind of like a actual regular like falsy lash glue. You wouldn't have to worry about like reapplying the glue and then it just doesn't work out and then you gotta do it again and again and again. So just take your time with it is basically what I'm saying. I actually liked it. Oh, I shouldn't have removed it first time. Okay. There you go. So one little more time. And you see there's like a sparse edge. That's okay. We're going to go in and actually fill it in with extra lashes. So we're going to stack them. So then it will look more cohesive like this versus something that is sparse like that. So actually, I might need to move the first one because the first one is the one that drives me insane. And my perfectionist side is coming in. Okay. It's okay if you end up needing to put more glue. And the idea is just don't put too much. Okay, that's better. Oh shoot. Okay. So I poked at an edge where the glue was getting a little bit more tacky and it came off. But that's okay. We're gonna do this today. I really don't want this like stream to be super long because I kind of want us to still stay at tutorial, and I know people don't have like a lot of time. But for those of you who are patient enough to watch it all through, I love you guys. Love you. Okay, so there we go. I got it again and again. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go back. I just added more glue and then there. I just added it to the spine. Did I just drop it? Oh no, it's on. There we go. Very nice. That's good. Okay, next we're gonna add our other one that we were having trouble with. There we go. It like catches on pretty well, but I can tell right now that, let's see. Okay. It's not bad. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. We have C12, C14, C14, and then now we're going to go in with a C, I believe we did, what did we do? C12s? Let me look at my map that I just made. C12, C14, C14, we actually did C10. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, we got C10 right over here, right here. Okay, so C10s, this is what they look like. Ta-da! Okay, all right, so we'll get started. We're gonna grab a C10, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. It's just the same process. Once you get the hang of it, like the first or second time around, it gets pretty fast and easy over time. So here is the next one. Okay, C10, we got glue on the spine. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom right on in, and then I'm gonna lift, and I'm just going to add it to the lash line there. Let's see if that one works. Nope, that's not the right size. See, we're going with the C12. Sorry guys. When I did this one, I was just kind of winging it. And then I forgot actually what my order was. It was either a C10 or a C12 at this point. So I messed up there. But we're going to go ahead. C12. Okay, everybody? C14, C14. Or C12, C14. C14. Oh, I'm going to just stop. You get the gist of it. So let's go C12. There we go. C12. And we're going to take le glue, because we need le glue to get this shenanigans on. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go in, and then we're gonna pop it back on to the inner corners. I'm sorry, not the inner corners, to my lashes. I'm gonna take a look. Yep, C12, guys, C12. So that looks good so far, and this is what it looks like, and you can see them kind of overlapping each other, which is fine. And then we're going to go in with another C12. Okay. Same thing, honey. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and pop it on once more. I feel like by the time that I keep showing you like this trick, you'll just get it down on the first try when you do it by yourself. So, okay. So now we have C12. And we're going to go back in, and I'm just going to meet up with the inner corner here. Come on. And I'm just going to step back and look. If it's too long, I will go in with a C10 instead. Okay, let's check a look here. Okay, cool. That's good. Now we're going to go in with the C10. Okay, and then we're going to start hitting the inner corner. And then I'm just gonna, I didn't put any extra glue on it just yet because I want to see how the length is on its own. Okay, that's good. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna just pop it off. Ooh, there you go, honey. Okay. And then glue. Glue. Ooh, skis. Okay, glue. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Let's see. The only downside to this is that you can't really reuse the lashes all too often. I mean, like, you can. There are videos out there that you can actually pretty much really, really increase the longevity of each individual lash. But I find that because of the fact that sometimes they shed, when you do these when you actually start like washing them and stuff, it creates because of the fact that they shed it, they don't give it that nice like fluffiness as the first time you used it. So I mean, but it's good for stacking if you guys like it, if you tend to want to just use it primarily for stacking. Okay, so now I'm gonna pop that right here at the inner corner. There you go. We step back and we look. Ooh, it's looking nice. Beautiful. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with the last lash for the base before we start actually stacking it and making it look a little bit more fluffy. So I'm gonna go in with a C8, which is really great and short enough for inner corners. There you go. That's what it looks like. Those of you who have, again, monolids, these C8s are really great as for a natural look. I would recommend probably doing a C8 to probably a C10 for something natural, and then a C10 just to a C12 for something a little bit more dramatic for monolids. For eye shapes like mine, I could definitely recommend doing the 8s to 14s. So here, we're going to take the C8, and then we're going to add some glue. Glue. Dun, 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 dun. Pop some glue on these fangs. Okay. And then, okay, going to let that get a little tacky. And then we are going to go back in, and then we're going to hit this inner corner right here. Oop, let me turn to the side. And then pop that right on. Oh, it's still too wet. Okay. I have shaky hands sometimes, but if you just rest it on your forehead or something, you can get it down. Okay, let's get these guys in. Okay, So it's right there, but it's drooping, so I'm just going to use this to push it up, give it a little help. And there we go. Ta-da! It looks really pretty so far. And I quite like how it is. So before you stack, I would definitely recommend to fuse. So you take the back of this, and what happens when you fuse it is that it creates, I guess, this stickiness or this bond that's enough for it to just like seal on there. And then that's basically what we're going to do now. And then after that, then we start doing the actual stacking process. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this side. Just be very careful. I know you're supposed to use the other sides, which is like this curved end, but I find that because my eyes are a little bit less prominent than others, like they don't have a big prominent like eyeball here, I find that using the back is a little bit better, which works just fine. Okay. Cool. So that's what it looks like now, and what we're going to do next is just basically fill in the sparse areas. I primarily, my eyes are different, both eyes are different, so I ended up putting, sometimes I put more on this side and then less on this side. This side I stacked with, so I did basically the same thing. I put, this is my little note. So I put C12s on the end, 2 C14s, then it was the C12, and then C10, and then C8s. When you stack, I went in the middle, so I went like right here, which is basically what I'm going to do right now, because this kind of gets like that, like it gets a little bit longer towards the end here, and it's not like smoothed out and kind of round, like perfectly round, whereas this one has that perfectly round shape that you can see. So I fill in little gaps right here, and I believe right here, I think the best choice to go in would be a C12 or C14. And we're going to just try both to see what works best. So we're going to do C12 first. On this eye, I did 2 C14s and then a C12 right here to fill in the gaps. But this eye, I did not yet. Let me just check in to see the shape of a C14. So we're going to take a look here. And then I'm just going to add it right here towards the center of the eye. And then we're going to just pop it right here, just to see. There's no glue on this one. I just want to see like lengthwise how it's going to look. I think that would be good. And then we might add a C12 here. Let's just take a step back and look at them. Okay, so it creates that fluffiness that I'm looking for right here towards these edges, but I need something here. So I'm just going to go ahead and let's see. Yeah, we'll stick with it. C14s. C14 and maybe another C14 and maybe another C12, depending on where my sparsies go. So, here. And this might be confusing to some people because you're like, okay, why wouldn't you use the same thing for both eyes? And the reason for that is because since my eyes are sisters, they're not twins, I have to design them differently to look the same. So when it comes to stacking primarily for me, its purpose is to fill in the gaps. But it's also, the primary purpose is to fill in the gaps, but it also helps with like these areas here where they're not totally aligned with each other. You see that? So it's like round and then it goes up a little bit higher. So stacking helps with creating that cohesiveness. So we're going to go in, and then we're going to go ahead and just pop that right in the middle, like where we had it. And then staying close to the lash line, when you stack, creates a nice even look underneath the lash line, so it kind of almost looks like you're wearing eyeliner. Okay, so that is good. I'm not going to fuse it just yet because I want to see how the C12 would look right in this particular corner here. So I'm going to take a C12. There you go. I'm reading out a C12. Good thing I did order another batch of these just because like I actually really like them, surprisingly enough. And I actually go back and use them often. So that for me says quite a lot, because when I buy something and if I don't reach for it in about 2 weeks or something, then it's not, I don't like it. I secretly basically just leave it there to collect dust and maybe try it again one day, but probably most likely it'll just go in the trash. Okay, so next C12, I put some glue on it and I'm gonna hit right, I believe maybe like right here, but we'll see how that works out. If it's too high, I'm going to go in with a C10. This might be too high, I can already kind of tell. Well, hold on. Yeah, this is too long. It looks good on camera, but I could tell from in the mirror, the curvature of it kind of settles down because of the fact that it is a longer piece, so it's not as tightly curled as it is right here. So I'm just gonna take this off. There we go. And then I'll just pop this back into the case because I only put a little bit of glue on it anyways, and it's not gonna hurt it. So we're gonna go in with C10, and then I believe we'll be done. So there's, okie dokie. Okay, dokie dokie. Oh, come on. Okay, cool. Now, glue. Time to get some glue. Okay, I'm gonna add it here. Here. And those of you who are also new to like live streaming on YouTube or anything like that, you can actually chat with me in the chat room, and then I'll see it and I'll just talk to you. So feel free to just say something. Okay, here I already put on the glue. Next we're going to add it in. So we're gonna come here, and then we're gonna add right into the center. Whoop. Come on, honey. Let's go. There we go. Okay, let's see how that is turning out. Okay, let's check the mirror. I'm gonna actually pull it out a little bit more towards the middle, like right here, instead of the inner corner. Because it did the same thing. It was like kind of drooping a little bit. Okay. This. Let's see where I'm gonna put it. Oop, I just dropped it. That's fine. Right. Let's see. Yep, right there. That's where I want it. Okay. Now. Here, I'm gonna just stack it. Let's see. Yeah. Right here. Towards the center. Little middle. Okay, I put it a little bit towards the middle now, and then I'm pushing it up. There we go. That's perfect. I like that. Okay. Just another check just to make sure before I fuse it. Yep, good to go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take the back, and then we're going to fuse it again. Okay, and then this side, we're going to do the same thing. Look at that. Woo! So nice. Okay, let's do, I just want to make sure that I get everything. So again, remember with glue, less is more in this case. Okay, because if you put too much, it's not going to stick. If you put too little, it's not going to stick. You just need just the smallest amount that I showed you in the beginning of the video, or the stream, not video, sorry, and we'll be done. Okay, so that's basically finished, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the glass crystal. The glass crystal is, this is what it looks like, And essentially it basically helps seal everything together. Like it has like a final seal in it, and then it like creates a water resistant barrier. And so it takes off all the excess kind of glue as well. But if you kind of go overboard, it's not gonna help you. Just start over so you can get like a clean slate. So I'm gonna take the little ball edge of the product here, and then I am going to just rub it right along the spine, so it kind of basically creates that seal that I want. And there you go. You just wait for that to dry. You don't have to do anything else. And then that's it. Okay, so just a final thing, like what do you call those? A final touch base of basically what happened and what I did for each eye. So this eye, I added one lash extra than I did this eye because again they are sisters, they're not twins. So I did a C12 on this end, C14, C14, C12, C10, C8. And then we could basically do the same thing with this eye, right? C12, C14, C14, C12, C10, C8. And then on the stacking, again, stacking helps with basically filling in those sparse spaces. And it also helps like create that evenness that you would look for in the shape of your lashes. So at the bottom of the lash, we did the C14. I did C14s on the side, C14 and then a C12. This side, I only did one C14 and then one C12. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I hope this video has helped you. If you do like the content, please subscribe, and you can follow me on all my social media platforms via Instagram via Tangy Beauty, or Twitter via Tangy Beauty. But I hope to see you guys on the next stream, and yeah, mahjong night, let's go.